Hey everybody, my name's Paul. I play drums in a band called The Sync from Ottawa, and today I'm going to be ranking every Silverstein song released from the year 2000 to 2009. Now, growing up, Silverstein was one of my favorite bands. I listened to them a shit ton every day. You know, had them on my iPod Classic. I can't even imagine what the listen counts would be on some of those songs on iTunes. And they're a band I got into around 2006 after discovering The Waterfront had already come out. But at that point, you know, I had to get all of their shit that had come out, and I've been picking up their albums ever since. I've seen them a bunch of times over the years at Warped Tour, various venues. I went to Toronto once to catch them. They've come through Ottawa a few times. I usually make my way to see them when they come through, though. But anyways, we're talking about a band at this point that's 25 years old, so we're at a point right now where, even though it doesn't seem so long ago, I guess we're looking through what could be considered their early days, so this is going to be pretty interesting to, see where some of these songs might rank so many years later. Some of these songs I haven't listened to in probably, like 15 years now, so this will be kind of neat. First up, we got Smashed Into Pieces, track 1 off their first album. It's the one where they had the music video where they were splashing chocolate pudding all over each other, dressed up like Green Day. That's going to be an A tier. It's a classic. Next up is Red Light Pledge. I'm going to rank this one based on vibes alone. Also A tier. Giving Up is one that they redid for their Redux album, and I like that version a lot better. There's kind of like a youthful charm to the original recording still, but it's a little cringe. I'm going to go ahead and chuck that in a C tier. Maybe bump it up to a B because it is a decent enough song. It's just the original recording has pretty bad production, and it's not the best. November is a song that's aged really well. I'm going to put that up in the A as well. Last Days of Summer is going to be the next track off When Broken Is Easily Fixed. That one's an S tier. That song was on heavy rotation during high school. That one got me through my first breakup. That's a good song. What do we got? Bleeds No More is next. This song gets played at every single one of their shows pretty much nowadays. It stopped being on their set list for a little while, I think, but it was a show closer for them for a long time. It's a song that's kind of regarded as like one of their classics, but I don't really care for it that much. I'm going to go ahead and toss this into a C tier easily. Whoa. My computer's having an absolute shit fit at this. Next up is Hear Me Out. Hear Me Out's an alright song. Again, the version they did for their Redux I found had a lot better production value, and that kind of elevated it. The song itself was already good, so I'll have to put that in a B. The Weak and the Wounded, A tier easily. Wish I Could Forget You is one that they recorded for their first 2 EPs and then finally did an album version on When Broken Is Easily Fixed. I still don't like this song very much. That's going to go to C tier. Forever and a Day, instant S tier. That one's right there with Last Days of Summer. Got me through some shit when I was coming of age. Friends in Fall River doesn't really do anything for me. I'm going to throw that in D. So pretty mixed bag right off the bat with these guys, but they write a variety of different styles, so it's kind of to be expected. Now we're moving on to Discovering the Waterfront. Your Sword versus My Dagger is the opening off of that one. It's a really strong song, instant S tier. Oh hey, this one got mixed up. When Broken Is Easily Fixed is in here now. I like that song a lot, so I'm going to throw that in A. Smile in Your Sleep, instant S tier. That was, I think, the first song I ever heard by them. The shitty demo version that you'd be able to get off of Kazaa, off of Kazaa or LimeWire back in the day. I remember hearing the album version for the first time with that, Clue-themed music video. Blew my fucking mind. Ides of March is next. I like this song. B tier. Discovering the Waterfront. I think these are a little out of order because of the way the tier list site imported them, but that's okay. Discovering the Waterfront also got me through some shit. That's going to go in S tier. Fist Wrapped in Blood is a banger. A tier. My Heroine, I think it's overplayed. It's a good song, but it doesn't really do anything for me anymore. C tier. Defend You is an alright song. I've always kind of just liked it. It's going to go into C tier. Always and Never. This is like it's not a deep cut because of how popular this album was with their fans, but Always and Never was always one of my favorite songs. I'm going to throw it in A tier. Call It Karma is a great song. I'm going to throw that in A tier as well. And I love their cover of Rodeo Clown. But it's just kind of a take it or leave it kind of bonus track thing they did. I thought it was interesting listening to it because, of course, I didn't know Discovering the Waterfront had a deluxe edition with this extra song on it. And when I finally heard it, I was like, oh, this is more shit that I like. I guess I haven't listened to it in years, though, so I'm going to have to throw it in a C. It doesn't have a ton of staying power with me, emotionally. Next up, we're on to Arrivals and Departures, their third album. Starts off with Sound of the Sun. It's an okay song. Bodies and Words, instant S tier. If You Could See Into My Soul is going to be a B tier as well, because I'm kind of really hot and cold on that one. I think it's a neat song, and I really like what they did with the production value by having the remaster come out in 2022 of all of these songs. I thought it sounded a lot better because of that. The Redux version is also really good. Worlds Apart, S tier, my favorite song off of this album. My Disaster's a close second. I'll have to put that in S tier. Here Today, Gone Tomorrow is alright. I know it's a very sentimental song for them, but I find the execution is just kind of mid. It's a nice enough song. Still Dreaming, S tier as well. Yeah, these are all out of order, so I apologize for that. So for whatever reason, next up we have the bonus track Falling Down, A tier. For a bonus track, it's really strong. Love with Caution, D tier. Vanity and Greed, B tier. What the fuck? The Sand Will Turn Into Glass, D tier. Don't really care for it. Yeah, this thing imported these songs all weird. Yeah, there's gonna be some that are missing from Arrivals and Departures here. Now it's giving me songs coming up from A Shipwreck in the Sand, but that's okay. Broken Stars, I remember the demo version of this coming out on MySpace and being like, oh, that's cool. That sounds like more if they're Discovering the Waterfront direction. C tier, though, it hasn't really lasted. I don't listen to it much these days. It was kind of always just like, this is a okay song, but also like these broken stars can't be put back in the sky. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Born Dead, B tier. I really like that one. But I don't listen to it every day, just kind of when I'm in the mood for some, Silverstein doing hardcore stuff. A Shipwreck in the Sand, A tier. You're All I Have, B tier. A tier for that one, sorry. The Hero Loses Every Day, instant S tier. The Tide Raises Every Ship, D tier. I Am the Arsonist, B tier. The End is an A tier for me. I know that might be controversial, but I just think that song is pretty okay. Great Fire is an instant S tier for me. That's such a good album opener. They did a cover of Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way. I think that one's fun. It's not necessarily like a masterclass of covering Fleetwood Mac as a post-hardcore band, but I had fun with it when that came out. Total bummer, their NoFX cover. You give Shane an acoustic guitar and just let him do his thing. It sounds good. I enjoyed it. My Consolation. Yeah, these are all over the place. What the fuck? So let's jump back to Discovering the Waterfront. We have Already Dead here. That's an S tier for me. Love that song. True Romance, S tier. Vices, A tier. 3 Hours Back, A tier as well. Alright, let's go back to Shipwreck in the Sand. So their Lip Sync Ships, D tier. American Dream, A tier. Oh, and then off of Arrivals and Departures, we have Rain Will Fall, B tier. The Beatles cover Help, B tier. 3 Miles Down, Saves the Day. It's going to be a B tier as well. I like that cover. I like that song. What do we have next? We Are Not the World, D tier. I Knew I Couldn't Trust You, C tier. And then the last three that we have are from their first 2 EPs that were never re-recorded. These songs didn't, make the cut. So they kind of left those behind. We have My Consolation, D tier, Dawn of the Fall, D tier, and Summer Stellar Gaze, lowest on the D tier. I can't stand that song. Alright, so first 10 years of their catalog, my favorite songs would have been Last Days of Summer, Forever and a Day, Your Sword versus My Dagger, Smile in Your Sleep, Discovering the Waterfront, Bodies and Words, Worlds Apart, My Disaster, Still Dreaming, A Hero Loses Every Day, A Great Fire, Already Dead, and True Romance. I think that's a pretty well-rounded selection of songs there for strong entries from this band. But yeah, if you guys want to take a quick look at my rankings here and let me know what you think, I'd be interested to hear that. Sorry for the format of this tier list and how it all doesn't fit on one screen. I kind of had to play with the inspect element tabs in Chrome to kind of make the weird image size of all of the song titles actually fit on my screen. Otherwise it would have been like a complete fucking mess, but this is the best that I could do for what I have right now. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble about this shit. Again, this is a band that's always meant a lot to me, and I think ranking the first 10 years of their songs, which would have been coming out as I was coming of age, would be kind of an interesting idea. And, don't mind the fan behind me, that's what I used to not sweat my absolute balls off when I play drums. But anyways, check out the list. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.